Yeah, you just get the heebie-jeebies looking at that fucking face, knowing what he's on the verge of fucking doing. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Echo. The last episode, we finished TJ's route. Now we're on to the Flynn updates. We finished Leo, Carl, and TJ. So there's only 2 routes left to finish, that being Jenna and Flynn. So far, Flynn has been my least favorite. Jenna's has been really not memorable. I don't think much has actually been done with that one. It's quiet inside. Not that I expected any noise or anything, but still. Flynn's desk looks pretty clean, except for a stack of documents labeled March 1st Country Code Amendment Board Review. Upon a closer inspection, there also appears to be a book propped up against his monitor. Municipal Economic Development Free Market Solutions for Public Problems. A sticky note is attached to the front with flowery cursive handwriting that states, "Read this!" I hear Flynn step up beside me, seeming to notice my gawking. He doesn't say anything, though. Instead, he just walks over to his computer chair and takes a seat. Carl ambles in after him. If I didn't know better, I'd think he was high, judging on how puffy and red his eyes are. Yeah, we just finished with his disaster of an interview. The poor fuck. You've never been in here, have you, Carl? That voice did not work. Carl shakes his head. Still really weird that you're a secretary. Carl half mumbles. Clerk! Flynn rests his elbows on the desk, rubbing his fingers together. You know, elections are coming up here soon. There's a few positions up for grabs. He looks to Carl, and it takes a few seconds for Carl to look back and get the meaning. That's cool, I guess. Flynn opens his mouth, pauses, then speaks. Maybe even the clerk position. I was heading towards the mailroom, but that catches my attention. I stop. What? You think you'll be, voted out? Flynn shrugs. I might not run. Carl lets out a little huffy noise, sniffling and wiping his nose with the inside of his shirt. So, you gonna go back to unloading freight? Flynn doesn't respond immediately, as if weighing something in his mind. He pushes the power button on his desktop tower, and the whir of the internal fan breaks the silence. It may not even be here. Carl looks up now. Huh? The Gila seems to grimace slightly, his maw pulled into a sneer as if whinging at himself. Fucking Chase, you gotta get your shit scanned or not. I straightened some, not really having expected him to shift focus and snap at me. Well, pry your head into the mailroom. I want to know information, goddammit. What do you pursue the plot? What the hell? What does he mean by that? Flynn, what? He's staring at me, and it's like all the air has been sucked out of the room. I swallow. Are you going somewhere? Flynn looks to Carl as if expectant. Carl blinks, meeting Flynn's gaze. Are you, dude? Flynn's sharp stare lulls, but only slightly. I don't know yet. What the fuck? Carl, it really doesn't... Shit. Do you see the way Chase is acting? Carl looks at me a moment, then back to Flynn. No. His voice is quiet. You're gonna leave too? I don't want to leave, Carl. Flynn shifts in his seat, his tail curled tight around the base post of his chair. Carl just seems still. I can't even see him breathing. Jesus, Chase! All I did was ask. Flynn reaches into his desk drawer and pulls out a can of lemon lime soda, holding it up in Carl's direction. You did something, alright? Just give me a minute, I need to talk to Lardass. Do your shit. I rub the space between my brow and step out of the room. Damn. That L looks photoshopped. The mailroom looks a little different, for some reason. Not nearly as neat as it was, with some of the parcel folders scattered on the main table, documents dog-eared and tape-tagged. I step forward and the heel of my foot hits something hard and metal. It rolls out from beneath me, and I have to use my tail to catch my balance. Jesus, fuck! I find myself involuntarily clutching my chest, trying to regain my composure as I check what I nearly broke my neck on. A fireplace poker? Okay. Well, actually, pokers. There's like 5 of them just sitting here on the floor. Thank God I didn't step on the pointed end. What are these even doing here? I step around the pile when I hear the sound of Flynn's raspy voice from the other room. So, you didn't see anything? Carl speaks next, but his tone is so low and rumbly that you can make anything out. Remember the other day that I was working on the computer in the corner? I could hear most of what was being said in the main office. The walls are thin here. Let's see, nosy or focus on the project? Pursue the plot. Let's listen in. We're gonna be a dick. If we're gonna be a dick, we're going full fucking dick. I move to the corner of the room and press my ear against the wall. First, I don't hear anything, but then Carl coughs and it sounds like he's right next to me. Dude, I don't know what you're going off about. Don't bullshit me. Flynn snaps back. Silence follows. I hear what sounds like metal scraping against the wall. The last drywall creaks ever so slightly in reaction to Carl's shifting weight. I don't know. Flynn sighs. But why didn't you tell me you were going? I might not. Nothing's set in stone. It's not my decision anyway. What do you mean it's not your decision? Dude, you're like an adult with money. You hear the sound of typing on an old mechanical keyboard, the intermittent pecking evident that it's Flynn. It's my aunt. She wants to bring me up north for a while. Oh. Carl coughs again. Is this for, the FLDS stuff? You know what? Shit, I don't fucking know. The chair creaks. Flynn must be leaning back or standing up. She gets all obsessed with shit, like she's religious and stuff and all that, but she couldn't give 2 fucks that I like dick. She only believes what she wants to believe in, and a lot of it's shit that's made up. Even more made up, I mean. Oh shit. There's a pause. Not to go full fedora on you. What I'm trying to say is she's been pushing me to leave because she feels like we should. And you're okay with that? She's been saying everything's gonna go to tits soon. The hair's wrong, something's in the rocks. She's right. She's always right. What? Silence. Not even a shuffling of hooves or the squeak of a chair. I hold my breath trying to hear something, anything. All I hear is the slight ringing in my ears and the thud of my own heartbeat. Feels like minutes pass and nothing happens. Fuck, do they know I'm listening? I quickly step back away from the wall and shuffle back to the center table with all the folders. My eyes dart to the doorway, half expecting Flynn to be standing there with blue-green eyes piercing right at me, but there's nothing. I'll have to ask Carl about all this when he's feeling better. For now, I should probably at least try to focus on the task at hand. Looks like some of the folders I went through are still on the desk. Thought I put those away? Maybe the mayor was checking to make sure I didn't take anything, or was just curious what I was looking at. Well, it doesn't matter now. Actually cuts down on some work of trying to find most of his stuff. I plug in my keychain thumb drive to the printer and began scanning. Can't help but think about Carl in the print shop while I'm at it. He's basically been on a giant summer vacation for the past 2 years with no real worries about money or anything. Go from that to having to wake up every morning at 6 a.m., then drive all the way to Peyton and do this for 8 hours. I mean, it's easy, I think. Once you get the basic handle of things, it's the kind of job that you can kind of autopilot. You can drift away and just daydream most of the day. I had jobs like that growing up. Hell, if I went to Mesa instead of Pueblo, I would probably have ended up behind the till at Leo's dad's place. Despite everything, I can't help but feel that it might have been actually kind of fun. Leo's dad's really nice. always offering to help with things and never seeming too skeeved regarding gay stuff. We're sidetracking, that means we're leading into some shit. But, of course, I had to get away from this town. And Peyton's not far enough. Still not even sure if I like journalism. I mean, the classes are interesting and all, but I'm imagining trying to sell myself and my work to all those outlets, and I don't know. I guess I don't really have the energy for it. Plus, I never really liked looking at myself on screen. Oh, there's a picture. Huh. I don't really remember seeing this one before. What is it? It's a blurry kind of picture, mix of drawing and real life picture. Some sort of people. I don't know. This will be from a folder I didn't look at. I want to check out the 1915 Echo prequel. But I believe that's a Patreon perk. So not only would I have to pay for it, but I'm not sure that that would be welcomed as a playthrough. I'll have to message Howley or McSkinny about that. Because I remember I was a Patreon backer of Little Kariba for a while. And I got access to his visual novel about American Bakura from Yu-Gi-Oh! And I asked, like, hey, this is behind a paywall, and pretty much everyone who does early access for Patreon stuff, for visual novel builds, they don't want you to do the updated stuff because it's behind a paywall. Kind of defeat the purpose of people being a patron. And so I asked them about that, and they said, yeah, don't do that. Not only would it not be allowed on YouTube, and some artists don't want to really be publicly associated with it, but mostly just we don't want that to be a thing. Of course, some people didn't ask that, and so there are videos of it online, but I will not be one of those people, unfortunately. So I'll have to keep that in mind if I ever ask about the 1915 thing. There's no descriptive text attached to it. Yeah, there is. CM 1915. I guess you mean more descriptive. Place the photo on the scanner. After a few minutes, I think I got most of what I need. Remove my thumb drive and turn the power off for this scanner. As I step out into the hall, I notice that the door to the mayor's office is open. It's still pretty quiet in here. You know, I don't really knew much about Flynn's aunt. She was kind of in and out of his life growing up from what I can recall, and usually didn't stick around Echo for long. Her and Flynn's uncle had a weird relationship, and it wasn't like I ever hung out at Flynn's place enough to learn more. He's always just a bit too old and too really pal around with, like I had the rest of the group. I mean, Leo was like a year younger, but he didn't really act like it. Flynn was basically an adult by the time he was 14, by the way he handled himself, all self-reliant and such. Curious, I step inside the office and I'm taken aback by how much it smells like potpourri. My nose takes in the source, a small bowl filled with slightly decayed plant life of a wide variety of colors. Gives the office a sort of flower garden scent, which doesn't really match the aesthetic. Black, white, and red everywhere. Like a supervillain who could only buy hobby shop decorations. I step over a small pile of alabaster quartz, which sits on a ceramic dish on the floor. Which is strange, of course. It's a weird-looking globe at the edge of her desk, too. Oh, look at this! A drawn background in this game? What the fuck? Ooh. I step closer and notice several little prongs which hover over what I think is the median. Actually, there's no landmass indications or any labeling on the sphere to speak of. I reach out and touch the smooth plastic surface. Pressing down, I give the globe a gentle spin. As it rotates, the middle prong begins to bounce like a dowsing rod before sticking to the surface. As the sphere continues to spin, the sticky effect lessens, and it bounces back. Huh, must be a magnet on the other side. I spin it some more, and the other prongs lean slightly toward specific points on the globe. It's a weird kind of knick-knack. There's not really anything in here that can help me with my project. With that, I turn and make my way back to the front office. Suddenly, a familiar link surrounds the corner. Oh, hey! Chase? man, there was some shit I know about you, bro. What are you doing here? He stops in his tracks, fidgeting with himself. Flynn keeps rolling and unrolling the bottom of his shirt. I don't see any sign of Flynn or Carl. Hi, TJ. I was with Flynn and Carl. I'm just getting some stuff for my project. Oh. He frowns in acknowledgement, nodding. How did Carl's job interview go? His frown shifts to a tepid smile, awaiting my response. Not good. And just like that, it's gone. Oh. Well, there's a lot of work in Peyton. He'll snag one eventually, won't he, Chase? I fold my arms over my chest. I think he might need to get over some stuff before trying again, honestly. Anxiety, all that sort of junk. TJ nods. Weren't you going hiking? TJ glances to the side, seeming to eye each open doorway with a sense of wariness. Flynn texted me, said he wanted to talk. You know, about what happened at the lake. I blink. And you agreed? My voice comes a little more surprised than I intended it to. Again, TJ nods. TJ, you don't have to... It's my decision, Chase. I want to help. I sort of knew this was coming when I came back. And I know it hurts Flynn. Despite his words, TJ didn't look remotely confident, the links shifting restlessly. But I didn't know you would be here, though. I don't know exactly how to respond to that, so I pull my phone and tap away, giving the links an understanding nod. Sort of the Carl maneuver, I guess. Don't worry, TJ. It'll be okay, I think. You think? Oh, here they are. We're back. Carl got sick again, puked all over the historic hanging tree. Damn it. I feel bad for the tree. Just realized there's a bunch of empty space. I don't like empty space. Carl offers a meek wave, which freezes when he sees TJ standing next to me. He quickly shoves both of his paws into his front pockets. Flynn notices TJ as well. Didn't show any signs of nervousness. Jesus, is this really happening? He moves over to us and rests his behind on the back of the desk, his large tail wrapping around it. There's something about this sight that accentuates how damn huge he is, and I can't help but wonder if he's doing it on purpose. Carl remains motionless by the front door. We lock eyes for a moment, but our attention shifts as Flynn speaks. Thanks for, showing up and shit stuff. TJ says nothing, the link standing next to a small pod, which he keeps bouncing his foot against. I see Flynn's Adam's apple bob, the gila wetting his palate like his whole mouth has gone dry. Meanwhile, Carl looks like he's about to be sick again. Ooh. Oof. Big fucking oof here. Okay, so full transparency, I don't fucking remember what the hell our choices were before. I don't remember if we were like, oh, we gotta get TJ, or I don't like what Flynn is doing. I don't remember any of that shit. So if this doesn't seem congruent with whatever we were doing before, whatever. As far as I know, really the only thing that matters is whether you wind up on the good ending or the bad ending, and I think that pretty much happens with the last choice. There hasn't really been much of an indication that there's a point system in this game. So, Flynn is doing his thing, TJ's doing his thing. Carl looks sick. I'm gonna stand next to Carl. Poor fuck. I gingerly step over beside the nauseous ram by the door, which is probably well out of the line of fire, so to speak. He gives me a tight-lipped look, like he used to when we were kids and about to get into trouble. I told Flynn I wouldn't stop him when he finally did this. The question is now whether I can manage to keep my word or not. TJ, you can sit if you want. I don't want to sit. The Lynx responds quickly. Oh, would you like some water or soda? Actually, do you still drink soda, or does that give you Too many hell points.
I don't need anything to drink. Thank you, though.
Feeling remains on edge, guarded, seemingly readying himself for the Gila to explode like he did back at the river. Alright. So, I'll ask you again. What happened, TJ?
Oh, fuck.
This is fucked. This is fucked. Coming out off of the fucking finale of TJ's route, knowing what the fuck happened with all three of these motherfuckers. For some reason, hearing those words again makes my heart lurch within my chest. This is so fucked up.
And I told you, I don't know.
How the hell can you not know? You were there. Play it back to me, step by step.
Flynn.
I see the lizard tail pull inward. Flynn himself is stone-faced, but he can't keep that thing still. TJ notices it too, flinching. Flynn won't hurt him. Carl mumbles to me. This is messed, but he won't do that. He looks toward the exit, his longing to be out of this situation pretty evident. All details. I don't care what you think is insignificant or not. TJ takes a deep breath.
We were all playing on the beach. I was building a sand castle. There wasn't much sand, so I was using mud. Jenna helped.
So Jenna was with you?
Not the whole time. Sydney ran up and did a wrestling move on it. You were behind Sydney. You laughed. I think Carl did too.
No. Carl's protest was barely audible, even with me standing right next to him. I'm starting to remember some of this. Carl was asleep, wasn't he? And Leo?
Leo wasn't there.
Leo wasn't there. Leo's prepubescent voice fills my mind.
I'm sorry.
His language skills weren't great, so he just stumbled through a sobbed apology.
I promise protecting all of you from now on.
Oh, God. God, that's sad. Chase was. He looks over to me for a moment.
Yes, he caught up with me after I ran off.
Flynn, you were there for this part. You remember all this. I remember Jenna coming up and yelling at me about Sydney.
You were the one who told him to destroy my sandcastle.
Flynn's eyes narrow. This isn't about your stupid fucking sandcastle. TJ crosses his arms over his stomach as if hugging himself. Sid's dead. What happened? See TJ's legs start to shake some beneath him. I have to stop this. Flynn, enough. Yo looks at me, his eyes a little wider. What? This isn't going anywhere. You're just making it awkward. Fucking what? You just antagonized. I don't give a fucking shit if it makes you a little uncomfy like. You're all goddamn adults. I'm sure all your expensive therapists told you to talk about it. So talk about it.
Chase caught up with me.
All eyes should back to TJ.
He kept asking where Leo was. Then he ran off.
Flynn looks to me. I couldn't find him. Oh, fuck. Someone's knocking at the door. Oh, God, it's the new Jenna. I miss the old Jenna.
What are you doing?
Jenna marches in with her phone in grasp, seeming to ignore everyone else in the room but the Gila. Oh, this is some intense fucking music, man. Flynn grits his teeth, swearing under his breath.
This absolutely better be the scene of you apologizing.
Her gaze finally shifts to the rest of us. Judging by the expression on our faces, I think she's able to quickly discern that's not the case.
You are completely out of line.
Jenna, not now. TJ came here of his own volition.
You're disgusting, you know that. You get pleasure out of toying with people. You always have, no matter how much it hurts them.
She stands in the center of all this, speaking in a clear, solid tone. Jesus Christ. Doesn't seem to matter that she's over 1.5 feet smaller than Flynn. Like I was saying, TJ came here of his own accord. The others can vouch for that.
There's only so much that can be of his own accord when you've been harassing him with text messages all week.
Sydney was my best friend. I'm fucking entitled to know what happened.
You are entitled to nothing.
Jenna retorts quickly, speaking in a tone that's as sharp as a knife. The room goes quiet. Jenna's glare is unwavering from Flynn, who's looking at the floor now. Finally, she speaks again.
It would be best if you just left now, Flynn.
You're in my office.
Your office?
She lets out a quick, exasperated breath.
You are a receptionist at a publicly funded city hall for a town of barely 50 people. You need to get over yourself.
Oh. Leo pushes away past Carl, the wolf also looking at his phone. Oh, Jesus. That look on his face is somehow more and less sinister than before. Because he's smiling, but his eyes aren't, if you know what I mean. Flynn! Carl and I do our best to get out of the way. He doesn't even notice me. Flynn stands straight up. What?
You know what?
Wolf seems to put himself between the Gila and TJ. Flynn just blinks, holding up the flats of his large hands. I'm not gonna hit him, Jesus shit fucking Christ! Suddenly, he looks straight at Carl. I told you, it's a goddamn conspiracy! Jenna lets out a disgusted noise.
Is that what you think? It couldn't possibly be your track record of manipulative, self-centered, and downright mean-spirited behavior.
Flynn clenched his fists. Y'all are so fucking quick to damn me. All I want to know is the truth. Oh, I feel Carl's arm bristle against my own. The poor fuck. Let alone against the white brick. It's happening again. I lean closer to him, replying back. I know.
The truth is that Sydney had an accident and died. And you are completely unable to accept that. You are not the only person who has lost someone. The way you choose to make yourself feel better is to bring everyone else down with you. That's unacceptable.
You can't let go, can ya? Just a total control freak who thinks they know what's best and who deserves what. We all know you hated Sid the most. Hell, you told Carl you were glad he was dead years ago. And guess what? He told me. Carl looks down at his hooves. Jenna's about to speak again, but Flynn cuts her off. TJ, go on from where you left off.
We got 1 week with our old friends, our family, and you ruin it, man.
TJ still holds himself tight.
I
need to do something. I step forward. Well, those are so many fucking options, aren't there? I think I'll go with this one. Yila's jaw drops as I stand beside Jenna. Just out of fucking curiosity. Yeah, this is one of those not really choices. I can't let you do this anymore, Flynn. I'm not just your damn toy you can use for your stupid plan. I just wanted to help you, to fucking understand you for once. Remember what you said, I'll beat the shit out of him if I have to? TJ backs away some, his eyes widening. Jenna furrows her brow at Flynn, who looks a mix of befuddled and enraged. That's not happening. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. And then the bullshit fairy comes out of the window and says, Hi, everybody, I'm... Whatever, I don't fucking jokes. The giant Gila practically hisses. I don't think any of the shit you said about Leo is true either. First you just kept saying he's changed, and that all he does is bully people and fuck randoms. Jenna's right. You just manipulate people to get what you want. You knew damn well that I was hoping, that I wanted... I make sure to shift my gaze toward Leo with a sort of sorrowful, longing look. I trail off, and Leo quickly steps up. Go on? Of course! Tells us to go on. I bite my tongue for a moment. Flynn seems like he's about to pop. I peer up at Leo. His blood's just ran cold, by the look of him. He made me think he didn't care. And he actually loved me. All I wanted to do was fuck, man. Kept saying I shouldn't see you, that you were dangerous, and I needed to help him plan his interrogation. He's making it all up. Didn't you just see what he did? He does it all the time now. That's why I texted you guys. I didn't want TJ to get hurt. You're the one that texted them? Jeez. Next thing I know, Leo is bending down to scoop me into his embrace, his muscled arms around my back. Feels good, despite the circumstances, and I hug him back. What the fuck, you false motherfucker?
Flynn?
Jenna, you have to...
Just shut up.
Look on her face is absolute repulsion at the whole situation. Man, it's been a long week. I mutter. I feel the wolf just shake his head, his cheek rubs firmly against mine. Fuck yeah, it has. What? No. Carl speaks up from the corner of the room. His voice is faint, but we all hear it. Oh, there they are. Dude, Flynn wouldn't hurt TJ. I don't know why you guys think he would. Even if he did say it. Carl's voice peters out meekly. Neil pulls back from me, and I feel a weird sense of loss. Maybe I'm just touch-starved or something. This sort of bad business just sounds like him, huh? I knew it. I just knew he was trying to take you, Otter. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, God, I don't... Jesus, no. Leo route flashbacks. Leo route flashbacks. Even Jenna gives Leo a bit of a sidelong look. And was manipulating Teach, that too. Fucking Christ. He adds quickly. He just keeps frowning, his face placid with a blank stare. Oh, we know what that means. I don't, pretend to understand the whole Chase Flynn thing, but almost none of that sounds like him. You think I'm some sort of femme fatale type, seducing poor fucking innocent Chase to do my bidding? Absolute balls! Did you? Did I what? Leo says nothing, unable to bring the words to reality. He shakes his head, and I think I can see his fangs start to bare. Flynn throws up his arms, letting out an exasperated exhale. Yeah, Leo, I fucked him. And he moaned like a oh, shit. Leo tosses such fierce slug of a punch at Flynn's face that it vibrates in place. Nagila crumples to the ground.
Leo!
Leo kicks the large lizard's waist as he attempts to cover himself, Flynn letting out a choked groan. Oh, shit. I'm not saying that. Well, I'm not gonna fucking say it aloud, in tone. Yeah, you patchy shit. Who is moaning like a bitch now? Hey. Stop. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, why'd I have to play this in a dark room? Flynn, are you? Yeah, game. I fucking noticed. I really don't like this shit. Hey. Jesus, Leo! What? What the hell? I rub my eyes, Flynn's still on the floor, and Leo is leering over him, fists clenched. The hell did I just see? Am I dreaming? Try pinching myself, that's how they do it in the movies, right? Nothing happens. Stop! TJ practically shrieks, Jesus. All heads turn, even Flynn's, which is looking a little battered.
TJ, I saw how Sydney died.
His voice is so quiet. Damn it! In contrast to his initial yell that it's like a splash of cold water. TJ, you don't have to give this piece of dirt the satisfaction.
I want to! He deserves as much.
He seems to take him... Oh, this is the main menu music. He seems to take a moment to get his breathing steady, the lynx looking shaky.
I had run off to be alone by the water on the far side of the beach, by the outlet. I was upset, and I wasn't watching the water. There was some shouting in the distance. It just sounded like, I don't know how you guys used to be. Loud, you know?
Lynx rubs his paws together, rocking upon his feet.
About 10 minutes passed, and I heard a splashing sound nearby. I looked up, and I thought I saw someone in the water. There were bubbles, lots of bubbles. And then I looked up and saw this thing standing down the shore a ways. It was really tall, like a person, but burned all over like hot ashes in a fire pit.
What? Tears brim at the edges of TJ's eyes.
It started walking into the water, and I just ran. I ran, and I ran, and I ran, and I ran, and I ran.
Carl looks at TJ dumbfounded. Please. Flynn sputters, visibly in pain. No more fucking bullshit.
I'm serious. I've talked to so many therapists, counselors, youth group leaders, and no one believes me.
His brow wrinkle. His chest heaving before finally the lynx breaks out into a sob.
No one will ever believe me. It hurts so much and I'm so scared all the time.
It's quiet. We all stand there, watching the lynx cry. No one speaks. No one reaches out to him. Snot runs down from his nose. He tries to wipe it off with the inside of his shirt, but he just smears it. Ew, why would you include that detail? He clutches at his own whiskers, tugging at them.
I was running back a quarter-mile away. Someone tackled me into the water. They held me under so long, lights started popping in front of my eyes.
The lynx gestures, opening and closing his paws in front of his face.
Everything after that got fuzzy, like I was dreaming. Two bodies, both had brown fur, that's all I could see. Undulating in this constant, restless motion.
It all comes back so quickly. The sky is overcast, the air crisp. Autumn. Of course, there's a bunch of fucking noise that has to happen right now. TJ sitting in a daze, Jenna running back into town, Flynn pulling me into the water. Me grabbing onto neck scruff, pulling back to shore. Carl sitting on a rock, bawling. Leo starts trying to do compressions. And Sydney just stares. Sirens, the helicopter rotors, adults everywhere. I'm home. Mom's holding me. Dad puts on my favorite movie. I watch, but still Sydney stares. Two bodies. Both with brown fur. Slowly start to feel their eyes shift toward me. All except TJ, who only stares at the floor and mutters, "I'm sorry." I look to Flynn, Carl, Jenna, Leo, and they all have the same look in their eyes. Nothing of malice, hatred, or contempt, but a sort of mournful pondering. Both with brown fur. No way, Chula, this little joke has gone too far. Leo looks to the others. Jesus, I didn't do it! Yeah, I know that, Otter. You and I were closer than any people I know, yeah? I would have found out if you did. I mean, you went through that whole emo phase, bearing your soul to me constantly. You were a whingy little bastard, remember? Puts on a smile, seeming to shine like a spotlight to the others in hopes that it would be contagious. It isn't. TJ? Flynn just sniffs. Why didn't you ever tell the police this?
I thought the monster got him.
We didn't find Sydney by the outlet, TJ. Jenna looks troubled, more troubled than I've seen her look in years. She's always the stoic figure of rationality and taking things apart logically, but now she's just quiet. Flynn and Carl keep staring at me. I know what they think. And it's wrong. Flynn gives me a long, blank look before walking toward me. Flynn, I get a punch? Yep. It was a punch. Punch time. Punch that clock. Ooh, shit.
Oh my god, Flynn.
Jenna's voice comes out muffled as I stagger back, grabbing my jaw. Ow! Feels like my brain is scraping the top of my skull. I just want to lay down and sleep. My knees go weak and I feel myself teetering backwards as if in slow motion. For some reason, it's like I'm expecting nice cool water to greet my backside. That tipping sensation sticks with me and I realize I'm not actually falling. Flynn! 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 Leo's shouts keep repeating and each time it's quieter and more distorted than before. Hold your paw up in front of your face. Oh god! The perspective has shifted! And you actually do it. You move. I didn't do that? The kids in front of you are just red blurs. I just want to lay down. Don't. There's a black and orange figure in front of you. Don't let the lizard hurt him again. You hear shouting and not from inside, outside. The blurred group isn't looking at you anymore. Get out. Oh, Jenna got an emote. I don't care, screaming. I don't care anymore, you... Oh, what the fuck? A crackling voice comes from outside. If I had to guess, it sounded like it's coming from down the block. Everyone but Flynn is peering out a small window near the door. Aguila, however, is still staring at me. His eyes look like they're shaking in their sockets. Oh lord, my lord, good lord. Oh, how you test me so. What the fuck? I fall upon my knees and ask you where to go. What's going on? Oh, Carl got an emote. Oh shit. Carl tries to peer past the bulk of Leo to see where the commotion is coming from. My head is still reeling from Flynn's punch. He's never hit me before. Well, never seriously. He wasn't ever that sort to get into physical fights growing up. Usually he'd just stomp off and sulk if something truly upset him. But now, he didn't look like he's budging.
It's Clint. Who is he yelling at?
God? Leo looks over his shoulder, peering at me. You okay, Otter? Okay. Just fucking bottle of water tied up with a kid. What? Hold up. What? Okay, I made the mistake almost skipping past it. I feel heaven's call in every canyon's edge, just past the overlook window, or at the bottom of the water all tied up with a kedge. I feel myself backing up. It's like how I felt on the roller coaster strapped in like on a chain lift. What's happening to me? Chase? Flynn begins to follow. Flynn, you stay right there. I'll beat your ass double hard, yeah?
Leo, for God's sake, all of you stop!
Where are you going? I make a sound. I think I say home, but it comes out rather garbled. You can't keep running away from this shit. DJ squints, his nose pressed against the window pane.
He's holding something. Yeah.
I keep stepping back, my legs feeling like they're vibrating. My movements are abrupt and jerky. I manage to get into the hallway and approach a door covered with caution tape. The placard denotes it as the reading room. I grasp the handle and I give it a hard shove before it budges. The door is heavy.